Hello everyone and welcome to The Right Handbag. If you're new here, my name is Melissa and my channel is dedicated to helping you find the right handbag. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot express to you enough how much I appreciate you being here. So today is January 28th at 11:59 at night, and it's late, I know. But I wanted to film this because I went to the Coach outlet today. It was the January 28th release of the denim line. I wanted to get pictures. I wanted to see things. I wanted to know what was going on. I had some bags that I thought I wanted to see, but it didn't go as planned. So let's talk about that. First, I want to say a few things. I want to tell you that if you are in love with the little mini Rowan charms, I had missed out on this in the first launch. I regretted it because I already have one and I didn't want to spend $75 again. Well, guess what? Now they're half off, and they had quite a few of them at my store. Maybe your store will have them. If you ever need to justify the cost of owning one of these, look, they hold your earbuds and they hold my inhaler, which is very important. Spring is coming. For people that have allergy-induced asthma, protecting your inhaler is important. And especially when you go to the mall and people are trying to spray perfume on you that smells like flowers. Let's move this. This is a very helpful to have. I also want to thank Julie. I believe that was her name. I suck at remembering names. I'm really good at faces. So anyway, she gave me this card holder from Coach. I was very honored to get it. It opens up here and you have like little card slots. You can put cash in the back and you can attach this to your pants or whatever. I was thrilled to death. And I was like, where can I buy these? And I guess you can't. They're gifts. So I want to thank her for that. I will cherish it forever. So I've gone over those two things. So let's talk about the denim line. I held a bunch of the bags. They were all very nice. They were lighter weight than I was expecting. I've held the denim tabby backpack, I think it's called, at Dillard's, and it was a really heavy backpack, probably because of chains and everything. So I don't know what I was expecting, but when I went to the Coach store, I held the bags. They were lightweight. They were very nice. It was a very soft. It was just really well done. I like the black the most. There were some new colors in the Rowan family. There's one called Stone, which I'll put some pictures up for you, and they had gunmetal hardware, and it was just a really good look, the two of those two things together. It came in the large Rowan, the Rowan, and the Rowan bucket. The Rowan bucket is about the size of the Louis Vuitton Neo Noe BB. However, compared to mine, it weighs about a third as much. It's a very lightweight, squishy leather. If you got some handbag heels from the Gal's Guide shop, which I'll link below, it would really make that bag perfect. If you are wondering if you want a Louis Vuitton Neo Noe BB size, but you don't know if you want to spend the money to find that out, go get one there and carry that bag around and see. But you can get those for a lot cheaper and get them in like every color. It was a really nice bag. I looked at the newspaper bags. I'll put some pictures up of that. They were a nicer leather than I was expecting. It's not my thing, but I wanted to feel them and touch them. They were very nice. So I checked out all the women's bags. I was interested in the Laurel. I liked that one. But it just wasn't something that I was overly excited about for me. And I'm not going to buy something unless I'm sure I love it this year and I'm going to wear it. So that's my rule for 2026. I have to love it. So I went to the men's line because there were a couple of bags I wanted to see. One was the Finn, Finn Crossbody. It was this really cool green color, and it had a pocket on the front and the pockets on the sides, like a cargo kind of bag. And I put it on and I adored it. It's $149. It fit really well. I'll link to that below. I'll link to all of these below so you can get to them. And if I had somewhere to go to wear it, I would have bought it. But that's the big question. Where am I going to wear this to? If I was traveling or something, or if I went to a job, it would be great, but I've always worked from home. So, and then I look over to the side and I see this other bag. Same color, same style. Kind of like another bag that I've been looking at that I wanted. So I'll show you what it is. It is the Finley or Finlay, I don't know how they pronounce it, Finlay crossbody bag. It has this amazing, soft, squishy leather, which I adore. It looks kind of pea green when I put it up in the lights, but it's actually a darker kind of military green. I'm trying to, like that, if you could see that. Has a pocket in the back for your phone, which I love. And it has this nice zipper on the top. And I also want to show you that the zippers are perfection on this thing. There has been a bag that's coming out from Coach called the Dakota that everybody is excited about. Same kind of shape, but the zipper goes across the front. Wasn't sure about that. The Louis Vuitton has the Nile. It is spelled N-I-L. People call it the Nil, but it's the Nile because they have the Danube and they have the Amazon and the Nile. Okay, so it's bigger than this one. This one is 8.25 inches by 5.5 inches by 2.75 inches. The Louis Vuitton one's just a bit bigger, and I've almost gotten it, but I thought it's just so big. Like, what am I going to put in here? I could put my iPad in there probably. I don't know. It was just a little big. This is the perfect size. So for those of you who watch me a lot and you're like, well, she likes the Nano Speedy. Why this? Let's compare the two. Here's the Nano Speedy and here's this one. So as you can see, it is bigger. No doubt it's bigger, but it's not overly huge in comparison. I'm trying to line those up. So I think that's why I like this one. It's a smaller bag. And I know there's camera bags everywhere, and Gucci has them and everybody has them. I haven't wanted to invest in them because I wasn't sure I like them. But this extra pocket is everything for me and this. So I haven't seen those in a luxury bag. If you know of one, please link it below and I will check it out. But I want to show you what all fits in here. Here is a phone case. I have the mini pochette here. I have sunglasses here. I have reading glasses here. I have the key pouch S here. For those of you that have watched me for a while, I like having my wallet in a front pocket that I can easily grab and I don't have to go through everything to grab it. So right here I have this front pocket, which I like. I can fit more in here. I have my inhaler that can fit down in here, but I'm gonna probably put that somewhere else, but we'll see. So that would fit. And if I wanted to take my Shocks open dots, I have a review on that. I will link to it. These are fantastic. I'll just open and show you these. They are great. I did drop it, and I don't know where they went. Do we edit this out? Is this a blooper? Okay. Okay. Here they are. Put them right here. Here's this bag, or there's that pocket and this pocket, and my phone is in here. So let's look at how this fits. I'm going to get on a stool because I'm short, and I want you to be able to see. But, see, it fits. It's just not that big. It has a lot in it because I never carry two sets of glasses with me, but if I needed to, I could. And it fits nice and it's comfortable. Now, if you didn't notice, it comes with this little pouch as well. And I love it when they come with the little pouch. But this is where I think my inhaler will go. I don't leave a pouch on here because as you walk, it swings around. That will drive me nuts. But if I was going to have a pouch, I could do this. Okay. I could also take this out and put like a key fob and some AirPods in there. So it doesn't even have to go on the bag. It could go on the side, or I could use it in a different bag or on a backpack, but it's very nice to just have. This is a pretty large extra to have in this really, really nice leather. So let's go over the bag. The bag is $149, which I think is a fantastic deal. The I'm taking everything out here so I can show you some other things. The leather on this is fantastic. I can't express to you enough how much I enjoy touching this leather. It comes with this little leather pouch here. There is no pocket on the inside. I think it's because you have this one. I don't really need a side pocket. As I said, the zippers are fantastic. Smooth as butter. The hardware. It is the men's line. It is a little heftier than the women's D-rings. I do want to show you this, if I can get it to zoom in. They did put the Coach on the hardware, which is nice. I have talked about the men's line, specifically the Keep All 25, being a little heavier than the women's line because of the hardware and the leather. What Coach did here, they did a very hefty hardware here, and I don't know if you can see, it actually says Coach on this little thing here. This is pretty hefty, but the strap itself is not. So this feels very secure, but the strap isn't overly heavy. So I have two keep alls. I have one with leather strap and I have one with like the jacquard strap. Both of them are heavy. This is not. It does have nice hardware, but these little metal pieces are not overly heavy, which I appreciate. So the strap isn't overly heavy. And I get a little charm, all for $149, and I'm super excited about this bag. I think the color combination is fantastic. I have enough gold. I don't need any more gold. I really prefer the silver overall. As you can see with the ring, white, gold, silver, I prefer that. So I don't think you can go wrong with this bag. I suggest you go down, you try it on, you check it out. Also check out the fin that is very similar, except it's got this larger pocket here and then the two on the sides. Love that bag as well. So I'm very excited. I have some rules for 2026, functional, useful bags, and only if I completely love them. And I knew when I hugged this in the store that I loved it. So very excited about this one. The other thing to tell you is if you were paying attention to the pastel line that came out, I know it's shiny, so it's going to reflect, on January 2nd, these little wristlets that come with a little charm. Oh, it's turned around. Here you go. These are not on sale because they're $35 as it is, so it's not. But the handbags are all in the 70% off section. So, well, not all, but most. So if you were interested in that, some of the wallets are in the 50% off section. So if you're looking to shop, you should go by and check that out. On February 28th, the Coach outlet is going to have a soft pink release. Those bags, you can see them on Reddit, TikTok, Instagram. They're cute. Again, I don't know if they're my thing, but they're there. I did go to the Coach store, which is 30 minutes from my Coach outlet. They had some denim bags. Not my thing. I did want to see the Dakota. They didn't have the Dakota in store. I went to Dillard's. Dillard's did not have the Dakota in store. So honestly, I would prefer this. This is a little hardier leather. And I could tell that the Dakota was like they had like a very smooth leather that I would scratch it. And I hate that. So this is my surprise bag from Coach that I didn't even know was there. Had no plan on buying. Put on, fell in love with, and walked out with. So if you have one of these, please tell me how it's held up for you. If you're excited about it. Or if you have any other brands that are similar to this that you like, I would love to know. And that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous morning, afternoon, or evening. And please come back and watch another video. And if you can, please like and subscribe. It's like a required thing. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.